The story of Prophet Lot or Lut is a powerful reminder of the importance of morality and the dire consequences that follow when a society strays from the path of righteousness. The tale is not just a historical account, but a timeless lesson for all generations. Sent by God to the city of Sodom, Prophet Lot faced a society deeply entrenched in vice and corruption. The city was known for its opulence and moral decay. The people of Sodom engaged in rampant sexual immorality, particularly acts of homosexuality, which were seen as grave sins. Lot's message was clear and unwavering. He called upon his people to abandon their wicked ways and turn to the worship of the one true God, urging them to seek forgiveness and live righteous lives. Despite his repeated warnings and heartfelt pleas, the people of Sodom refused to listen. They were blinded by their desires and arrogance. They mocked his message, ridiculed his warnings, and continued their sinful behavior with even greater fervor. This story holds a prominent place in Islamic teachings as well as in other Abrahamic faiths. It serves as a warning against sexual immorality and a testament to God's justice. The eventual destruction of Sodom stands as a stark reminder of the consequences of defying divine commandments. It also emphasizes the importance of family chastity and upholding moral values. The story of Prophet Lot is a call to reflect on our own lives and ensure that we remain on the path of righteousness. The city of Sodom, as described in Islamic tradition, was a place of immense wealth and prosperity. However, this wealth had corrupted the hearts of its people. They had turned away from God and embraced a life of sin. Homosexuality was rampant, and the people of Sodom were notorious for their lustful desires and shameless behavior. The Qur'an describes their actions with phrases like immoral acts and exceeding the bounds. This language underscores the severity of their sins in the eyes of God. The people of Sodom had abandoned all sense of decency and morality. Their actions were a direct affront to the natural order established by God. Prophet Lot, a nephew of Prophet Abraham, was chosen by God to deliver his message to the people of Sodom. Lot's mission was to guide them back to the straight path, to remind them of their Creator, and to warn them of the consequences of their actions. He preached tirelessly, imploring them to repent and seek God's forgiveness. He warned them that their actions would inevitably lead to divine retribution. However, the people of Sodom were blinded by their arrogance and lust. They refused to listen to Prophet Lot's warnings. They mocked him, ridiculed him, and even threatened him with expulsion from the city. Their hearts had become hardened, and they persisted in their defiance of God. As a test of their hospitality and a prelude to their punishment, God sent a group of angels disguised as handsome young men to visit Prophet Lot. The people of Sodom, known for their lustful desires, were immediately overcome with desire upon seeing the strangers. They surrounded Lot's house, demanding that he hand over the visitors to satisfy their lust. Lot, in his desperation, offered them his own daughters in marriage, hoping to protect his guests and reason with his people. However, the people of Sodom refused to listen. They became even more aggressive, attempting to break down the door and seize the angels. Section 5. A city destroyed. Seeing the depth of their depravity and their unwavering determination to continue in their sin, God decided to punish the people of Sodom. The angels revealed their true identities to Lot and instructed him to gather his family and flee the city. They were warned not to look back as God rained down his wrath upon Sodom. As Lot and his family fled, the city was destroyed in a cataclysmic event. The Qur'an describes the punishment vividly, stating that the city was turned upside down and showered with stones of baked clay. The destruction of Sodom serves as a stark reminder of the consequences of unchecked sin and disobedience to God. Section 6. The prohibition of same-sex relationships. The story of Prophet Lot and the destruction of Sodom are often cited in the context of Islam's stance on homosexuality. This narrative is deeply embedded in Islamic teachings and serves as a significant reference point for understanding the religious perspective on same-sex relationships. The Qur'an explicitly prohibits same-sex relationships, deeming them to be unnatural and a violation of the divine order. This prohibition is not just a mere suggestion, but is considered a fundamental aspect of maintaining the moral fabric of society as envisioned in Islamic teachings. This prohibition is rooted in the belief that God created human beings in pairs, male and female, and ordained marriage as the only permissible form of sexual intimacy. The union of a man and a woman in marriage is seen as a sacred bond that fulfills both spiritual and social purposes. Verses like, "And we had sent Lot, when he said to his people, 'Do you commit such immorality as no one has preceded you with from among the worlds?' These words are a direct admonition against the practices of the people of Sodom. Indeed, you approach men with desire instead of women." This verse highlights the specific nature of the transgression, emphasizing the deviation from the natural order as prescribed by God. Rather, you are a transgressing people. Qur'an 780-81 serve as clear condemnations of homosexual acts. These verses are often cited by scholars and religious leaders to underscore the severity of this sin. These verses emphasize the gravity of this sin in the eyes of God. The act is not just seen as a personal failing, but as a significant breach of divine law that has broader implications for the community. They highlight the transgression of boundaries that God established for humanity. These boundaries are considered essential for maintaining the order and harmony that God intended for human society. Section 7. The importance of family and chastity. Islam places great emphasis on family, chastity, and modesty. The traditional family unit, consisting of a husband and wife, is considered the cornerstone of a healthy and moral society. Marriage is seen as a sacred bond ordained by God and a means of fulfilling one's natural desires within a framework of commitment, love, and respect. The Qur'an repeatedly emphasizes the importance of guarding one's chastity and engaging in sexual intimacy only within the bounds of marriage. This emphasis on chastity applies to both men and women. It is seen as a virtue that protects individuals, families, and society from moral decay. Section 8. Mercy and justice in Islam. While the story of Prophet Lot highlights God's punishment of sin, it is crucial to remember that God's attributes of mercy and compassion are paramount in Islam. The narrative serves as a reminder that divine justice is balanced with divine mercy. God is often referred to as Ar-Rahman, the most merciful, and Ar-Rahim, the most compassionate. These names are recited by Muslims daily, emphasizing the importance of mercy and compassion in their faith. These attributes underscore the Islamic belief that God is not eager to punish, but is always ready to forgive those who repent sincerely. The Quran repeatedly mentions that God's mercy encompasses all things, offering hope and solace to believers. The story of Lot also demonstrates God's justice. It shows that while God is merciful, he is also just and holds people accountable for their actions. Despite their transgressions, God did not punish the people of Sodom until after they had rejected the message of his prophet and persisted in their sinful ways. This highlights the patience and fairness in divine justice. Even then, God's mercy was evident in his protection of Lot and his family. This act of saving the righteous amidst the destruction of the wicked illustrates the balance between mercy and justice in Islam, a theme that resonates deeply within the faith. Section 9. Lessons for today. The story of Prophet Lot holds valuable lessons for people of all faiths. It serves as a reminder of the importance of leading a moral and virtuous life. It highlights the potential consequences of unchecked desires and the pursuit of worldly pleasures at the expense of spiritual well-being. The story also emphasizes the importance of standing up for what is right, even in the face of opposition and adversity. Just as Prophet Lot remained steadfast in his mission despite ridicule and rejection, we too must strive to uphold our values and principles even when they are challenged. Section 10. Conclusion. A timeless reminder. The story of Prophet Lot and the destruction of Sodom is a timeless reminder of the importance of morality, the sanctity of family, and the consequences of straying from the path of righteousness. It serves as a cautionary tale, urging us to reflect on our own actions and to strive to live in accordance with God's will. The story also highlights the importance of seeking knowledge, reflecting on historical lessons, and understanding the wisdom behind religious teachings. By studying these stories and understanding their context, we can gain a deeper appreciation for the values they embody and their relevance to our lives today.